Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is all about Gable Tostee. Now, way back in 2014, Tinder was a very popular app, and a lot of young people was on it. Two of those people were Gable Tostee and Warina Wright. And they first had contact on August the 1st of 2014. So spirits, angels, and ancestors, gather around because tonight I want to go to Gold Coast, Australia, which is within the zip code of 4207 and 4230. And while we are there, we will be wanting to visit with Gable Tostee and Warina Wright. Now, Warina was in Gold Coast for a wedding because it is a very vacation-like atmosphere, lots of bars and beaches and resorts, that sort of thing. So Warina Wright was visiting there with a wedding party, and Gable Tostee just lived there. He was a local that was kind of a bad boy. He's had his run-ins with the law as far as fraud, schemes and whatnot. But that's not what this video is about. So on August the 6th, the wedding was over, and the rest of the wedding party went home, and Warina Wright stayed in the Gold Coast, Australia. And the very day after, on August the 7th, she went on a date with a Gable Tostee. Now, Gable Tostee stayed in the Avalon Apartments on the 14th floor. All right, take the top one and the bottom one. Now, he stayed on the 14th floor. Oh, one more. All right, we have all four. So they stopped and got a 6-pack of beer around 8:20, and they began their date. Now, he was videoing this whole thing. Let's see what the first card up says. Yeah, this here is the it has the energy of Warina on it. She's very well put together. Nice and polished. Hair brushed back, pretty neat. Alright, so her energy going into this was she was still in charge of her actions and her person, because it is a queen card after all. I want to clarify. So that's the thing that they're pointing out to me in this card, is how well put together this young lady is. Like, there's nothing amiss. There's also something down here by her foot I hadn't seen. Alright. It's a crowbar. Right there. A well put together lady that I suppose is not afraid to use a weapon. Alright, and the next card is the drinking. The 3 of Cups with the caps off. Yes, we knew they had drank the 6-pack of beer, and they were working their way through the moonshine. And moonshine is very, very strong. It can be like almost like 80, 90 proof, if not more. The thing that they're pointing out to me is both of these people have their eyes closed because they're resting. But they still both have their hands on a weapon. Because during the filming that he was secretly recording, they were engaged and, they had sex or whatever, people do on Tinder dates. I don't know. So I'm guessing that's why we have the Lovers card here. Yeah, so now he is armed with a gun. So this was kind of a this was a bit of a violent date they were having. All right, I'm gonna clarify the gun in this Lover's card. Because there was no gun used or any weapon used. Wait. Oh, there it is. Alright. I guess it's showing that authority maybe. The Hermit. Ah. The Hermit is holding snakes. Because he wasn't a hermit and neither was she. They both were young and lively people. There's also a bottle in here on this picture. Now, during the recording that was retrieved from his phone, the fight between them broke out around 1 o'clock, 1:53. Around 1 o'clock, 1:53, they started to drink more liquor. Right. Spirit, why is the Hermit here? I'm sorry, I gotta go back and find out why the Hermit is here, because neither one of these people are hermits. Oh, it flipped up quick. Alright. Alright, so Temperance and the Eight of Cups. So they keep stressing how much liquor was involved in this date. And this here is the homemade moonshine. Alright. So I get it. They were having like drunk intercourse or something. I'm thinking this Hermit is like another personality that can come out of Gable. He has since changed his name to Eric Thomas. Alright, now I want to ask questions about this going to sleep part. Because around 2 o'clock in the morning, that seems like around time people would go to sleep. Like there were no drugs used, only a lot of liquor. I'm thinking this is her going to sleep. This is her wanting to go home and go to sleep. And he sleep here with his head down. So there could have been a moment. This is the moment where she wanted to go home and go to sleep. And she's sitting up in the chair holding something, holding the butt of this arrow. All right, let's ask. And he in 2021 on April the 14th, he was in another similar situation with a girl on a balcony that he met on Tinder, and she ended up going to the hospital after being locked out on the balcony. So this Gable, Tostee, Eric Thomas guy has a thing with balconies. So Spirit, can you tell me why on August the 8th of 2014, around the time of 1:30 a.m. and 2 a.m. on the Gold Coast of Australia within the zip codes of 4207, 4230, why would he not just let her go home? All right. That's only 3. All right, so we have the 7. We have a 6 and a 7. A progression. Ooh, consecutive. Right after another. The way he's balancing on the edge of this grave right here. This is the actual balcony. And this is to do with why he wouldn't just let her go home. Looking at the way this rider is mounted on this horse, looking over at these zombie people, he's keeping up with them. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's entertaining him. I guess if she went home, the show would have been over, eh? All right. And also, the high priestess came out. And the high priestess, as you can see, is sitting up in this chair watching. And at first, I thought it was the way these skulls are stacked up in the back. I was like, well, maybe, he did push a few people off the balcony and haven't been caught. But no, they're pointing out the way she's in her power sitting here in this chair watching. This is him watching this show. He enjoyed watching it. All right. So the last card left to clarify is Warina's energy when she first come in, well put together. All right. So let's clarify that with the Hermetic Tarot. There are some people that kind of get a rise out of hurting other people in certain ways. Like he could have like a fetish for filming inebriated women, and I'm pretty sure they found more than just her video on his phone. Spirit, on August the 7th to August the 8th of 2014. Uh-oh, I blew the candle out. All right, Spirit, between August the 7th and August the 8th of 2014, Warina Wright shows up here as the Queen of Coins of a well put together lady. Can you tell me what her energy was going into this date with him? Was she a hostile person or, well put together as this card says? What was Warina Wright's energy going into this date on August the 7th with Gable Tostee, who is now known as Eric Thomas? No, not in that one. Ooh. All right, we'll see if it's in here. Because I like her energy in the card in the beginning. You meet somebody new, you never know what's going to happen. So I don't know if Tinder is just a sex app, I'm not sure. So, Spirit, can you give me Warina's Right energy on August the 7th of 2014 going into her date with Gable Tostee? Why is it pointed out here how well put together she was? All right. What came out is the Nature Communication card. Elemental energies, flower energies, fairy energies. So yeah, she was feeling like a little vixen, I suppose, with fairy energies and flower energies. It's a nice energy to have. Look how beautiful this card is. I'm not sure if she was wearing any of these colors. But yeah, so she was feeling good going into the date. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Now, I have a few questions about this Gable Tostee guy. No, right. I want to know, after he put her on the balcony, Because on the recording, around between 2:14 a.m. and 2:20 a.m., he pushes her out onto the balcony. But if you're listening to it and not watching it, he's acting like he's pushed her into a hallway. Like, now you can just walk away. But no, it wasn't the hallway. It was the balcony. So, Spirit, you tell me, on the date of, we are now at August the 8th. On August the 8th at 2:20 a.m., on the 14th floor of Gable Tostee's Avalon apartment, Marina Wright and him are disagreeing. When he pushes her out, the King of Wands, I was going to say, when he pushes her out onto the balcony, what did he expect to happen? Well, the King of Wands is charismatic, so. But this is his energy. Alright, so I guess his King of Coins energy matches her Queen of Coins energy. No, he got the King of Wands here. With a weapon. But there was no actual weapon used. She did pick up like a telescope mount, and it fell to the ground. You can hear it fall to the ground. And some say you can hear him choking her after that. Alright, I want to know what he expected to happen. We're going to use the spider deck for this. I kind of want to ask about his energy now since it's out here. Spirit, on August the 8th now of 2014, we're on the Gold Coast of Australia. We're at the Avalon Apartments. The drinks have taken a turn. Marina Wright is now out on the balcony, and Gable Tostee is inside locked. Can you tell me what was his energy at the moment when he put her out there? How was he feeling? What was his motivation? I know he was standing there being... Alright. Standing there being a jerk, pushing people that's drunk out on balconies. Alright. The two cards that came out are positive cards. They have triangles at the top. Contentment. The way this bowl is completely full, it's like getting what you want. So that kind of just made it stay. An unfortunate trip. It was a movement. It was a movement. This is like the Chariot card in this deck. What they're pointing out is this card doesn't have a face. It's just a silhouette. The face is missing. That is interesting. I'm gonna ask why he doesn't have a face in this card. I wonder if that means like he has a it could be a bit of a split personality thing going on here. Like, I don't want to mention mental health, but like maybe a touch of schizophrenia or borderline personality disorder. Because he's happy that he pushed her out there, but the fortunate trip, as in, doing what you want to do, there's no face on it. Alright, I'm going to ask why he doesn't have a face in this for this one. I'm going to use the erratic tarot. Or that could be, Spirit is saying, like, lack of empathy. Like, even if you're happy or sad, you put somebody out on the balcony, your face would have a reaction. So this is I don't even need to clarify it anymore. They clarified it when I went to pick up the other card. This is his lack of empathy or lack of human interest. Alright. So she was only out there for like 3 minutes. But you have to remember, they were drinking this homemade moonshine. They were all worked up. And what I want to know is, did she try to climb down or did she slip down? Because you're not going to try to, this isn't the movies. You can't jump and hang on to a tree or another balcony or nothing. You're 14 floors up. So I want to know, did she try to climb down or did she slip? Spirit, as it concerns Marina Wright on August... Get back in here. I'm going to ask this full question. Spirit, as it pertains to Marina Wright on August the 8th of 2014. Alright, I'm going to keep it. I was going to ask you, did she fall or did she slip down? Alright. Let's see. Alright, you see the way the candles are all upright? This one's tilted. We know these kind of candlesticks have a peg in them that you put the candle on. So it's not that it was unsafe. I guess they're pointing out like it was built the way it's supposed to be built, but the way it's tilted is the wax is not gonna collect in here. It's gonna fall to the ground. It's gonna malfunction. What kind of noise is that? What? Alright, I may have to cut this video short if they make that noise again. I don't even know where it came from. I live in a building. But I'm only on the second story yet because I'm scared of heights. Alright, but they're pointing out that she slipped. She slipped. In a 3-minute time, can you really decide? Oh. Alright, so she did indeed slip. He was acquitted of her murder in 2016, by the way. But I want to ask, why was he again caught up in another incident with a girl on the balcony in 2021? Whatever, I think it could be whatever making his face be missing. Spirit, is Gable Tostee a bit of a psychopath, a lady killer? Why does he keep getting caught up with Tinder? And she was also from Tinder. Why does Gable Tostee keep putting girls out on the balcony? Is this a fetish of his? Something he saw in a movie? Some sort of a fantasy? Why do girls keep ending up on his balcony? And she was sent to the hospital too. Oh, alright. What came out is the Ten of Pentacles. And all of these are little cameras. Isn't that neat? Like even the camera on my phone that I'm filming this on. That's how the little hole looks. He has a bit of a video collection of women that are drunk and in dangerous situations. Like some sort of weird sadist sexual thing. So he keeps putting them out there so he can film them. He likes filming the aftermath. Alright, like I said, he has since changed his name to Eric Thomas, and he is still on Tinder. So beware. We're going to leave it here. Again, I am Cleopatra Wallace. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, or you can subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.